Hello everybody. So this video, there's a few points to this one. One is, I know yesterday I did not get out my song video or a poetry video. Um, Yesterday I had my neurology appointment, which is like every 6 months. Nothing big. I literally go in and discuss with my neurologist whether or not my symptoms are getting worse. Um, I don't know if I mentioned in the other video that I have not yet. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I have not yet been diagnosed. So basically, we're just going over the possible symptoms and whether any of them are getting worse. At this point, they are not. So it was like a 5-minute appointment, but I waited almost 2 hours for that 5-minute appointment. And after that, I didn't really feel like posting. I was not in the mood for it yesterday. So I'm sorry about that. I may do like a makeup later for those two. Probably not. There will just be times where I'm not able to get videos out. I'll explain why. I'll apologize for it. And we'll move on. Um, the other points for this video, I am going to cover how my WWE videos are going to work. Um, there's the biggest thing with WWE videos is those have to be edited. I'm not going to make you guys sit through 3 hours. I could literally sit talking at my TV for 3 hours, minus commercials, but you guys don't want to sit through 3 hours minus commercials of me talking at the TV and telling WWE all of my thoughts about Brock Lesnar. And yeah, that's no. So the videos will be edited. What I'll do is I'll sit with the laptop facing the TV and me so you can see what I'm talking about as I mention stuff. And I'm laying down some ground rules, partially for you guys and partially for myself. Um, the first ground rule, WWE, we all have our own opinions. That's what these are. That's what these are going to be. These are my opinions. Good things, bad things. I know you guys aren't going to agree, but I'll explain all the choices I make. I'm trying not to get the camera lined up with the sun, uh, which is right over there. So, um, ground rule number 2, I am not going to, for my own sanity, I will not be sinning predictable things that happen. If I sin predictability, it's just not going to give the show a fair chance. Um, I will be sinning repeats of things that were good the first time. Like, I didn't do last week, but last week I would have given them credit for the Drew McIntyre Cedric Alexander match. I'd have taken credit away from SmackDown for the Drew McIntyre Cedric Alexander 2 match, aka Roman Reigns and Buddy Murphy. Too many similarities between a match bothers me. And I know during the King of the Ring tournament, we're going to see a lot of repeats. Um, Mostly tag team matches between people who don't have King of the Ring tournament matches that week, or tag team matches amongst the losers of the previous round, or singles matches among them. It's going to happen. I probably won't send that. But when WWE has a good idea, like giving guys like Cedric Alexander a chance to show off how good they are, they usually turn around and do it again on the next show. Now, most of the time, it happens that Raw does something that I enjoy, and SmackDown also does the exact same thing. Occasionally, SmackDown is the one that does it first, but a lot of the time, this is going to hurt SmackDown. Um, what I'll be doing is pros and cons of each show, and I'll be adding them up at the end of the video, and we'll see if the show gets a negative score or not. Most of the time, probably. Um, I'll also be doing sins, which are totally unrelated to pros and cons. They will not factor into the final score. They're just things that I feel like commenting on. Um, and we'll show that final separate from the final score. Uh, Ground rules for myself. Because if I don't do these, it will negatively impact or positively impact the final score in ways that I don't want to have happen. So I will not give Raw a con for every appearance of Brock Lesnar. I will not give a pro for every word Becky Lynch says. Sorry, Seth. I'm gonna send myself right now. I'm gonna be eyeballing Seth's girl. So we'll add one sin for me at the very beginning of the first video. Um, I will be paying attention to matches, interviews, literally everything that happens backstage and the announcers. Uh, there was another big one that, and that's it. I Most of the time you won't see me give a pro for an impressive move. Um, Otherwise, Ricochet will earn way too many pros for Raw. I'll be judging match performance overall. Um, and there will be two parts to that. How well did the two people, well, three parts, but two of those are tied together. How well did the two guys perform? How interested am I in the match and the outcome? And then the outcome itself will be scored as a pro or a con. Um, Based on who wins, who does the win, like, did the win go to the guy who needs it most? Ricochet winning over Braun Strowman, aside from being impressive, would be multiple pros for Raw, because Braun Strowman doesn't need that kind of win, and Ricochet scoring that win would be huge. So, um, yeah, match outcome is not going to necessarily be did the face win. It will be how interesting was the outcome, um, how entertaining was the match, and a lot of it will be who needs the win more based on storyline and career progression. Um, Another one, I will be talking about the 24/7 title. I don't like how the title looks, so showing it to me is an automatic con. Um, but the action that goes on around the title is entertaining, so I'll be mentioning it. But the con of showing me the title will cancel out the pro of whatever's happening. So the 24/7 title will not be affecting the score unless there's points where they show me interesting action without me having to see the title. Um, so yeah, there's my ground rules for how I'm going to be doing the WWE videos. I'm actually about to go in and start Raw. Um, there will be song video and poetry videos later today. Tomorrow, because of the editing that will go into the WWE videos, there will probably not be videos of anything else. Um, we'll see how things go, see how it progresses as I'm doing that editing, and see how I feel. So, yeah, we're going to head in and start our Raw Sins video.